My name is Timothy Chavis. I'm the owner of Born and Raised on the San Juan River, which is a fly fishing guide service I started back in 1986. My father Abe established his business in 1958, Abe's Motel and Fly Shop, which is a full-service fly shop, restaurant, lounge, and we have over 50 motel rooms for lodging for people that want to come up and enjoy this beautiful area. Right now we're sitting on a rim rock above the world-famous San Juan River in northwest New Mexico. We're about 2 miles upstream from Abe's Motel and Fly Shop. My father and mother started the business in 1958. My dad had a dream that they were building the dam and he hoped that it would produce a fishery. And boy, was he right. We have one of the best trout fisheries in the United States, and that's why I consider myself to be so fortunate to grow up here. I'm 60 years old, and if you love the outdoors, right here is the place to be. You can do anything within a 5-hour drive, hunting, fishing, and of course the river is known all over the world at this point. When my mother and father started the business back in 1958, we had very, very humble beginnings. There wasn't much. My dad and mother had a dream, and they both worked really hard and built Abe's Motel and Fly Shop into what it is today. And the cool thing about it is, for a mom and pop business, is the world comes here because of this trout fishery. The San Juan draws people from all over the world, for that matter. People from many different countries, you know, have traveled all the way just to fly fish here on the San Juan River. I guided a fellow from Japan, and he had limited English, but I remember being a little bit upriver from here, and he looks over at me and he says, "It's a paradise, a fishing paradise." So that's kind of an inside joke that I joke with some of the guys that work for us. It is a paradise. As part of the business, we have a fly shop in the store. That's kind of the operations of the whole business for the motel. We have a restaurant, we have a lounge, and have over 50 rooms. Some of them have kitchenettes where people can kind of do their own thing in the room, cooking wise. And if you don't want to cook, we got the restaurant, so yeah. Our busy season normally starts about mid-February through about mid-November. And we do get a little bit of break in December and January, but we have a lot of nice winter days here. Usually there's not as much pressure on the river, and you can have some really nice fishing days in the winter time as well. I think Abe's Motel and Fly Shop has huge potential. One of my big deals is I'm not a computer person, and so I mean, you need that going forward, and I think the business where it's located has great potential for a new owner to take over and expand it. A lot of the people that stay with us at Abe's Motel are outdoorsmen, number one. We get elk hunters. These mesas are fabulous. They're well known for the big mule deer in this area. We get up on the lake. It's a beautiful lake, Navajo Lake, and there's all kinds of different species of fish in Navajo Lake. Largemouth, smallmouth, northern pike, kokanee salmon, rainbows and brown trout, and so it's just a beautiful lake as well, and all within 5 miles of the business. You can drive into here, of course, but if you fly, there's airports in Durango, Farmington, Albuquerque, a lot of people fly into Albuquerque, which is about 3 hours away from us. We have an airport just right up on the mesa here. If you happen to have your own plane, it's a beautiful strip. One of the things my dad really believed in is giving it your best and customer service, and that's how we survived and excelled at Abe's. And one of the big things that my dad really believed in, he wanted people to catch fish. And so, he didn't want to just sell you once. I mean, he wanted you to catch fish on the flies he sold you or the lures or whatever, and wanted you to come back. And that's kind of the way I grew up, is helping people do that, and got a lot of satisfaction out of it over the years.